it's Hayley here. Today I did a really cute look. I have long eyelashes on, peachy hues, as well as faux freckles, which I love. So if you want to see how I achieve this look, please keep watching. I already put these products on my face and I'll list them down below so you can check them out. But now we're going to move on to foundation. Going in with Estee Lauder's Double Wear Foundation. Just going to grab a smidge. So if you're wondering why my eyebrows look all crazy looking and dark, I just did a brow tint and the video should be listed one before this, so I will link it below or I'll put a little card up or something so you can check that one out. And yeah, so I literally just did them so they're looking really dark. Hopefully they save time on my actual eyebrow routine, which we will see shortly. I had a pretty nasty breakout recently, so I have some spots around my face that I need to conceal, as well as my dark under eye circles. So I'm going to go in with the Nars Cream Concealer for my dark circles and the Tarte Shape Tape for the rest. And I'm going to take my tape shape and hide any of these dark spots on my face, as well as highlight. To set that all down, I'm going to be using the RCMA translucent powder, and I got this a while ago but I haven't used it, mainly because the packaging is so weird. So I think the way I'm going to go about it is pour a little bit in the lid and then try to grab some out with my beauty blender. Okay, that was really messy. I'm going to let my face bake for a couple of minutes and then I'm going to brush it away. Now to use a fluffy brush to disperse all that powder and set areas that I didn't bake. Now I'm going to fix up my eyebrows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow in dark brown, and I'm mainly just going to sculpt them out a bit more, define them a bit more, because the colour in the main area is mostly there. And I can see now that my dip brow is actually, I guess, more browner than the actual tint. The tint is quite black, quite a cool brown, whereas this has a bit of warmth to it, but not to worry. This eyebrow is always so hard to do. This one is so perfect. This is like the favorite child, and this one is just the child that just does whatever it wants. I had to fill in quite a bit because it has some sparseness in it, but anyways, let's go on. I am going to start on the eyes now. So where are my brushes? I'm going to be doing a really simple eyeshadow. So with my favorite shade that I use in all my tutorials, I'm going to go in with Tarte Tartelette in Bloom, the colour or shade Smarty Pants. And I'm just going to put this all over my lid, concentrating that into my crease. And believe it or not, I'm going to go in with Mary Loumanizer with a pencil brush into my inner corners and my brow line. And I'm also going to add the tiniest bit of Smarty Pants to my lower lash line. If you see my other videos, you're probably thinking that I always do the same thing. Well, I mean, I suppose I do, but this is a different look and I really love this look and I thought I would share it with you. So just please be patient, it will turn out different than my other looks. Now we're going to go in with the eyelash colour. And onto the liquid eyeliner. Now we're going to be applying falsies. I've got the Ardell Demi Wispies and just going to wait for the glue to get tacky. I've got my eyelashes on. Now I'm going to add some mascara. For contour, I'm going to use the contour kit in light to medium, and I'm going to use this shade in the middle. I think it's called Fawn. Yeah, Fawn. And on top of that, I'm going to use Hoola. For my nose contour, I'm going to use Hoola. Now I'm going to add Tarte's Feisty because this is the most orange peachy tone blush that I have. For highlight, I'm going to use the Mary Loumanizer. Add that to the middle of my face. Now I'm going to be adding faux freckles, so to do that I'm going to use my Dipbrow and my eyebrow pencil, but I'm going to be dipping this sharp edge into the Dipbrow and using that corner to dot on some freckles. So with a very light hand, I'm just going to start . After dipping into the product, the first couple dots will be the darkest, so just use a really gentle and light hand. And every so often just kind of change the angle of the brush, just so there is a kind of bit of a varied shape in the freckle. Hopefully you can see all the freckles on my face. I did them very lightly because I wanted to make it look as natural as possible, and then I also went over them with the beauty blender just to give them a bit more, I guess a bit coverage, so it looks like that I have gone over the freckles with a bit of foundation, and as well as kind of blend them in a little bit so they're not as harsh. So this is the freckles. Apologies, I just checked the footage to see if the freckles actually showed up on the camera, and I realised that the last clip was all blurry. But basically all I used was this Colourpop instigator colour on my lips, and I overlined them, and then I added a tiny bit of Real Gar from the, what's this called? Modern Renaissance palette. I used a bit of Real Gar on my blush brush, and I very, very gently added that to my cheeks and my nose. What else did I do? For my freckles, I went over this kind of area and I smiled into the mirror and got the apples on my cheeks, and then I tapered it up, kind of up this way for a really kind of like sun-kissed natural look. And then I went over it all with a beauty blender just to make it look like that it had been gone over with a bit of foundation, and to make them look a little bit more natural and I guess less harsh. So they are quite light, but that's just the look I'm kind of going for. I don't want them to look too obvious and I guess fake, even though, I mean. So I added a bit more, I guess, colour and darkness to my freckles because I felt like they weren't really showing up before. So hopefully now you can see them. I think with the lighting and the camera you can't really pick them up, but in real life they are definitely there. They're quite dark, and I guess now they almost look a bit more fake than they did before because there is a lot more freckles going on, whereas before it was a lot more gentler and it looked more real. But for the sake of this video and so that you can see it, I've put it on darker. So hopefully you can see it. So this is it. Let me zoom you in. Anyways, I hope that you liked this look. I really think it's so cute. If you like this video, please hit the like button, and if you want to see some more videos by me, go hit the subscribe button. It would mean so much to me. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
I'll go